Hey there guys, Dragon Master here, and I want to welcome you to Star Wars and Earth, Unity Episode 8, Big Steps. So, I don't really have anything to say, so without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, we start off in a currently Imperial meeting, with all sorts of people from across the galaxy attending this meeting with Jacen, who are currently allied with Jacen. Jacen is currently looking over the reports and is pleased. With the taking of Sandrilla, the New Republic has even more disorganized in chaos. Most of their forces don't know what to do with the conquer of Sandrilla, Mon Mothma's homeworld, and a very important to the Galactic Republic, well, the New Republic. The New Republic is currently in chaos. The Terrans are staying neutral, and most Mandalorians are staying neutral as well, but some have joined his cause, luckily. And the Hutts, he's not liking these reports. It seems the Hutts think they can now move in to plague the Outer Rim again, he says to one of his admirals, and they nod their head. He's looking over the reports. The Hutts have been moving slowly into systems while they've been focused more in the Inner Rim without him noticing, and he doesn't like this. The Hutts for the past while have been too quiet these past couple years, and his spies have noticed that they've moved various resources away into their own personal systems. And he is no fool to know that they're most likely building something. His spies suspect that they're building a new droid army, or new droids, or new ships to help them build a successful army to fight his own forces. And that does not please him, because he made a declaration that he would help destroy them. His own Hutt allies, which had allied with him, explained that they are Hutts who have abandoned the cartels and have joined up with him in his new order for their own survival. And he says that's good. They know they're at least smart, he mutters to himself. Anything else, he asks, and the Admiral says, there's one more thing, sir. We need to know what the next big step is, and he wonders. He looks at the system and sees that they've taken a good chunk of the Inner Rim now, and he keeps looking before he finds something. This will prove to be quite interesting, he says, and he looks at one of his latest targets. Gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, it's time we move to the Midrim. We'll take more of the Midrim, and I have the perfect planet that will be the center of operations in the Midrim. They all look and wonder what it is, and he points to it, and they say, it seems so. Ah, I see now. We're going to invade Naboo, he says, across the galaxy, currently at a meeting with the Hutts. The Hutts cartel is currently having a meeting on Nar Shaddaa, and many of the great Hutt cartel members are here, and they're discussing what is going on with this new war. One of the Hutts says, "Hmm, it's good that those foolish Imperials and Republic are fighting each other to death. This means that they can no longer focus on us." And another one uses his droid to translate, and the droid translates and says, "Yes, it seems so. And with the Terrans staying neutral, there isn't much anyone who can really stop us aside from the Mandalorians." And the Hutts all nod. The current leader of the cartel, a Hutt who's currently lurking in the shadow, says, "Then it's time we proceed to the next step." My sources inside the new Imperial Alliance says that they're going to be moving into Naboo soon to start a full-on invasion. And due to Naboo's small forces, they won't be able to stop such a force. And they all nod. Anything else? Another one says, and one more thing. Some of the Mandalorian clans have abandoned Mandalore and gone to join Jacen, hoping to convince their others to have Mandalorian join. And this gets them all interested. With this said, their own forces will be significantly weakened, meaning we can move on to our next step, to acquire the Beskar. And then he explains to one of their generals and says, "Prepare our forces and get our ships ready. We move in a month's time," says. And the general, who is an odd-looking Devorian, says, "At once, my lord Hutts," and walks off. The Hutts then all chuckle. Soon that they'll take Mandalore and the Beskar armor will be theirs, and will install fear back into the galaxy about the Hutts. Across the galaxy, with the new Jedi Order, Luke is currently in a meeting with Leia via hologram, and she's currently on Coruscant and says, "Oh, Luke, the New Republic Senate is complete chaos. With the taking of Sandrilla, many more systems are leaving or have pledged their loyalty to the new Imperial Alliance. The New Republic is fracturing." "Any good news?" he asks. "Well, the only good news is that the admiral in charge of the fleet was able to escape and do significant damage." "That's good. He's Akbar's cousin, isn't he?" He was. He hopes to avenge his cousin. Luke nods. "Anything else?" "No, No, but how's the new Jedi... How are the Jedi taking this? Are they going to join?" "Many have argued it out and have agreed. We heard Jason is going to be moving to Naboo, but someone let our spies know. I think it was the Hutts," he says. And Leia nods. "So what are you gonna do?" "I'm gonna bring a strike force to attack and try to aid the Nabooans." "I see. I suppose then you're gonna ask for additional forces." He nods his head. "I'll get right on that," she says, and before she closes that, she says, "Luke, if you encounter Jason there, please try to convince him to come home," she says. And Luke nods and says, "I'll do my best." And then she closes off, and then Luke looks up at the ceiling and puts his hands on his head and says, "What has the galaxy truly come to?" And that is where we're gonna leave it off. So, yeah, these are all the big next steps, as you can see, the big steps to what's coming. The Battle of Naboo is going to be a major battle. As you can see, we're going to have Jedi, New Republic forces coming to aid them, and then the new Imperial Alliance. And it seems like the Hutts are moving to Mandalore to gain the special medal. So yeah, all our big players are currently moving in, and the Terrans are just staying neutral. So I guess without further ado, see you next time.